Before, I used to just be able to wake up, whether it was 8 a.m., 7 a.m., 6 a.m., and I would just immediately hop out of bed, be super motivated to start my day, and then get things going. These days, I wake up, I hit snooze like 3 or 4 times, and I'm finding that even when I stop hitting snooze, I'll lay in bed for 30 minutes and just scroll through my phone, scroll through TikTok or Instagram, and that's not what it used to be. And I know many of you guys are dealing with that right now. Yo, today I'm gonna be honest and transparent with you guys because I've been struggling for probably the past 3+ months with having motivation and having drive. And if you look at my past posts, you can tell because it's been very infrequent and very spaced out and inconsistent. But I know that some of you may be feeling the same things that I've been feeling, and finally I have enough motivation and drive to sit down here like I'm doing right now and talk to you guys about what's going on and also how I'm pulling myself out of it and how you might be able to benefit from what I've been learning. I tried recording this video last week, but I had some software issues. My drive wasn't there, and now that I've thought about it today, the message wasn't fully what I wanted it to be. It was explaining what I've been going through, but the aspect of helping you all was not there. So I'm gonna open up my mind a little bit more and give you guys some information on how I'm pulling myself out of this rut. I want to make this video clear and concise, so let's just get into it right now. So for a couple of months, I decided I was going to take CBD in the form of a CBD gummy every night before bed, and I did that because I have general anxiety and I also have issues sleeping sometimes. So with taking the CBD gummy before bed, it was helping regulate my mood and also help me sleep through the night. Before I started doing this, I knew that even though CBD can help you sleep and help regulate your mood and your emotions, it is something that can level you out a little bit too much. And anybody who is watching who has used Mary Jane, you guys know that this was not Mary Jane. This was just a little component of it, which is called CBD, and that's what helps you relax. So I was using that, and of course there's no like mental effects or anything that you get from Mary Jane, but it was giving me that relaxation. In addition to that slight relaxation, I also eventually fell into a mood of low drive. I wasn't unhappy, I wasn't depressed or anything like that, but I was just simply content. I was complacent. I was, fine with life. Everything was going fine. I was feeling fine, but I realized that the drive that I once had to get things done, accomplish new goals, get up, hop out of bed, and get things rolling, that was not there because every night I was taking CBD. So towards the end of that 2 or 3 month cycle of me taking CBD every night, I realized, wait, this is messing with my drive. I realized I wasn't doing the things that I used to love doing. And even though in the back of my head I still love doing it, I just didn't have the motivation to do it. And I know a lot of you experience this at some point. I know maybe a lot of you guys are in that moment right now. 4 weeks ago, I decided to stop taking the CBD, and that feeling of being content and complacent in my life, it did go away. I did get my energy back. I got some of my motivation and drive back, but now I'm realizing that I'm still in a rut, and not in the way that I was before, but in a more addictive and unhealthy way. So let me explain. Back before I started using CBD nightly, every day from the beginning to the end of the day, I was highly motivated, highly energized, and I wanted to complete multiple tasks every day because it was just enjoyable for me. Like I was addicted to working and I loved it. But like many of us know, there are other addictions in the world that we struggle with every single day. Whether that's your phone, social media, junk food, sleep. We have other addictions that can interfere with our drive and our ability to seek out and accomplish better and more important goals. So that's what I'm dealing with right now. Before, I used to just be able to wake up, whether it was 8 a.m., 7 a.m., 6 a.m., and I would just immediately hop out of bed, be super motivated to start my day, and then get things going. These days, I wake up up, I hit snooze like 3 or 4 times, and I'm finding that even when I stop hitting snooze, I'll lay in bed for 30 minutes and just scroll through my phone, scroll through TikTok or Instagram, and that's not what it used to be. And I know many of you guys are dealing with that right now. The things I was craving were the things that I intrinsically love and not the things that are actually unhealthy for me. Last year, I read a book by James Clear called Atomic Habits. And in one of the chapters, he spoke about a way to incorporate a habit into your life by making it pleasurable or making it enjoyable. He spoke about how the release of dopamine is what motivated you to seek out something, and how dopamine also was released upon starting that task. So for example, this can relate to an addiction to junk food. If you're addicted to junk food and your mind is craving junk food, dopamine is motivating you to seek out junk food and also eat the junk food. Once you get that first bite of a cookie or a piece of cake, dopamine is also released. So it's not just something that's released when you do something, it's actually released in order to motivate you to do that task. So literally like 10 minutes ago, before I even started recording this video, I was sitting and I was thinking about this book because it has helped me so much in building good habits. And I was thinking, I'm scrolling through TikTok right now. I really wanted to come home and I wanted to sit down and record a YouTube video. So what is going on in my brain that is making me scroll through TikTok, even though I'm not specifically looking for anything and it's not really doing anything for me? And I remembered the book Atomic Habits. Opening up my phone and scrolling through each TikTok is giving me dopamine. Dopamine was released when I decided to open up my phone and open up the TikTok app. Dopamine is driving me to do this because it's making it pleasurable. So I thought, what can make this less pleasurable? And then I thought, outside of scrolling through my phone, what can make everything else that I've been addicted to these past few months less pleasurable? Some people like to change their phone settings to black and white so it makes consuming content less pleasurable. It makes using your phone less pleasurable. But I also started thinking about the other things I'm addicted to now, which are sleeping in and eating more sweets than usual. So I have this timer on my outlet for the AC in my room, and over the past few months I have been setting that timer on my outlet to turn off at either 6 or 7 a.m. because I've realized that a key component to sleeping well and sleeping deeply is your core being cool. So when it's time for you to sleep and when you are sleeping, your body likes to be in a cool environment because that facilitates a better sleep. And when you wake up in the morning or when you're waking up, your body warms up and that helps you to wake up. So I've learned that if I set my AC outlet timer to turn off in the morning when I want to wake up, my room will become warmer and my body as a consequence will become warmer, and it'll make me more uncomfortable and it'll signal to my body that it's time to wake up. But the thing is, even though I'm using that technique, sometimes I'll wake up in the morning, hit snooze, and then I'll see my AC is off. I'll go and switch that little timer back so that the AC pops back on. So now I know that I need to move that timer somewhere else. It's actually on like a long extension cord. So I'll probably attach that to an even longer extension cord and like hide it in my closet somewhere and make it more difficult for me to access. So this in turn will make sleeping in less pleasurable. Just like turning your phone settings to your screen being in black and white will make viewing and consuming content less pleasurable. So just think about those negative habits or addictions in your life, like sleeping in or eating junk food or scrolling through social media, and think about how you can make them less pleasurable or even less easy to access. That just really clicked for me a few minutes ago, sitting on my phone thinking about what I need to do to get back on YouTube and get my motivation back. And I wanted to share that with you guys, and I really hope it helps. But I'm back and I'm sorry for being gone for so long, but thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. All right, bye.